Okay children, so we start with today's video with a do book from page 88. It says, some people have serious allergic reactions in which they have trouble in breathing. Now allergic reactions can produce different kind of effect in a person's body. Some people can have difficulty in breathing. Some allergic reactions will last for only few hours, right? Some can last even for several days, and some common disorders, partly or wholly, can be caused by allergens. Now, different people can have a different kind of an allergic reaction in their body. Some of the common allergens that cause the different problems in people are children asthma, eczema, and hay fever. Sensitivity to allergens may be inherited also. That means from the parents to the offsprings, that means from the parents to the children also, sometimes these allergies can be transmitted. That means they can come from our parents also. So if your parent is allergic to something and even the children get allergic to the same thing, then we say that it is an inherited problem. Antihistamine. Now this is very important, children. Pay attention to this. Antihistamine drugs will block the action of histamine. Now, the word anti is used with histamine, children. That means they are the drugs, they are the medicines that can stop the action of histamine. Now, what is histamine, children? Histamine is such a substance that can cause an allergic reactions in certain people. That means certain people can have allergy due to the histamine that are being produced in their bodies. In hay fever, one of the most common allergy are dust and pollen will affect the mucus lining, children. Mucus lining cells of the nose and the throat. Now, mucus cell lining means, children, the lining that is there present on the inside of the nose and the throat, children. And the work of this is to secrete a substance, a liquid, which is known as mucus. Right? This mucus, when it spreads on the hair that are present on the nose, children, inside the nose, it traps all the germs, the dust, whatever are entering while we are breathing. That is why it is advised to breathe through the nose, so that whatever germs are there, they will stick to the mucus that is spread on the hair of the nose. These cells start to release histamine, which causes the sufferer watery eyes, a runny nose, and sneezing. That means when this histamine are going to affect the mucus lining, children, the result is going to a lot of watery eyes. Watery eyes means the water will keep on coming out of your eyes. It is just like tears. Then a runny nose. That means even water will start coming out of your nose. And sneezing. Now, early the medicines that were taken in order to avoid this histamine were, children, antihistamine. They cause the drowsiness. That means the person used to feel very drowsy. They used to feel very sleepy because of the effect that were caused on the brain. But with the modern drug these days, that is cetirizine, you can underline this word, children, it remains in the blood and is more effective in controlling the hay fever without any side effect. That means these days, people who are suffering with this hay fever, they take cetirizine, children. That helps to avoid the symptoms of this hay fever. It helps to control hay fever, children, without causing any drowsiness. Next, there is an activity given in your book, children, which says to know how to prevent and take care of the allergy. How will you come to know that you can take care of the allergy, and how can you prevent this allergy? You may consult any physician to know more about the cause of the allergy, so that the preventive measures can be taken. The first thing is, whenever we have allergy, we generally go to the physician or to the doctor to see what can be done about it. Underline, children, the main H substance, it means histamine, children. The main H substance which is present in the form of antigen and causes an allergy, which is called. Now, children, the main H substance which is present in the form of antigen and causes an allergy is called histamine. That means the H substance is actually histamine. Antihistamines, underline, children, are such drugs that can reduce the effect of histamine. For example, antihistamines can reduce the sneezing and help to control the itching of a rash. Another helpful treatment is desensitization. Now, this is important, children. What is desensitization? Let's see that. Now, this is generally done for those sufferers, for those people who are allergic to insect venom, that means the poison that the insect inject in our body, or some kind of pollens that are there in the air. During this treatment, the increasing amount of the allergen are injected over a considerable time. That means within a considerable time, that means within a fixed time interval, children, a little amount of this allergen is already injected in our body. Now, what does this do is, this stimulates our immune system, and the immune system keeps on producing the antibodies. Now, when a lot of antibodies are being produced by our immune system, they go and attack this allergen. At times, it happens that a stage is reached, children, when the body stops showing any kind of an allergy to the antigen that are being given inside. Now, this antigens, children, when a body stops making the antibodies for that, that means a body has become now immune, and then the person is being gets cured. Desensitization is done to trick the immune system into producing antibodies that will block the allergic reactions altogether. This treatment is successful for 2 out of 3 sufferers, but may have some side effects such as itching or swelling. So that is very minor and that can be avoided. Next we come to allergen. Underline these blue lines, children. Allergen are the antigens which induce dust, pollen, which can include, dust, pollen, certain food, drugs, or the fur of the animals. In allergic individuals, these substances, which is normal to the person otherwise, and are normally destroyed by the antibodies which are produced in our body. They stimulate the release of histamine, leading to inflammation and other characteristic symptoms of the allergy, such as asthma or hay fever. Now, sometimes, children, these allergens, which are like very simple for many a person, that means we will not get affected by these things, may cause allergic reaction in the people who are allergic to them. When an allergic person comes near an allergen, he or she may react by sneezing. That means you can have a lot of sneezing when you come in contact with the thing with which you have allergy in your body. Coughing, or even at times vomiting. His or her eyes may become watery or even redden due to the effect of the allergen. Next are given a lot of common allergens, children. Animal products such as the fur, wool, dust mite, body parts of the cockroaches. These can produce allergy in certain people. Then there are certain food stuff that can cause allergy, like the egg, the pumpkin, corn, maize, fruits, wheat, etc. Then strong sunlight, that means the ultraviolet rays of the sun. Then the dust that can contain the pet waste, the pieces of the dead cockroach, the mold spores, etc. These can cause allergies in certain people. So it is not necessary, children. There are different kinds and many kinds of things that can produce allergy in a person's body. Now, it is not necessary that if one person is having allergy with certain kind of allergen, it may produce the same kind of allergy in the third person also. Every person, nearly 90% of the people, have allergies due to something or the other. Next, let's see what are antigens. An antibody is such a protein that is made by body's immune system. Antibody production is caused by the presence of antigen. Now, antigen are also, children, proteins or the carbohydrates. But these antigens are foreign to our body. That means these are the foreigner substances that are not found in our body, but they will be found in bacteria, viruses, insects, snake venom, and allergens. So when these things enter inside our body starts producing antibodies in order to protect us from the attack of the antigen. Both the antigen and the antibodies will move in our blood. Each antibody is made up by the immune system to fight a particular kind of an antigen. That means for different antigens, different antibodies are produced in our body. The antibodies that destroy one antigen will not affect another one. That means for one antigen, whatever is the antibody, that will not affect or that will not produce any kind of effect on a different antigen. So for every antigen, there is a different antibody present in our body. Antigens are destroyed because the antibodies bind closely with them. This binding of the antigen to antibody is a signal of our immune system cells are attacking the antigen. Once a certain kind of antigen has been destroyed, the body has the ability to quickly produce the same kind of antibodies in case a second attack by the same antigen is being done. If this happens, the body has become immune to that antigen. If this does not happen, then the body reacts, which is known as an allergic reaction. And in case it is the first time that this antigen is attacking our body, then the first time it will produce the allergic reaction. But the second time, whenever they will enter inside our body already has a lot of antibodies for it and will quickly start making more antibodies, and then the effect of that allergen will be lesser as compared to the first attack. Next is, children, the anaphylactic shock. Now this is important, children. Some people have antibodies that will react to penicillin. Now penicillin is a drug, children, that is helpful to most of the people. Now this drug or this medicine is helpful to many people, but for certain people the body will not accept this medicine, but it will start showing reaction. The reaction to a dose of penicillin can be fatal to a person having allergy to it. That means for all the other people who are not allergic to penicillin, it is a wonderful medicine. But for the people who are allergic to it, if they take this penicillin drug, children, the body will react to it. It can be also dangerous. Fatal means dangerous. Such a reaction of a body is called as the anaphylactic shock. A person who will react to penicillin drug will be termed as the anaphylactic shock. Next, let's see what is eczema. Eczema is such a common form of dermatitis. That means it affects the skin of a person, which is an inflammation of the skin. In eczema, the skin will turn red and the fluid-filled blisters called vesicles may form, right? So the skin becomes red, children, and very small fluid-filled blisters are formed. These fluid-filled blisters are known as vesicles, right? Also, the crust and the scales may develop on the surface of the skin. At times, the scales, like the skin can turn brown in that particular area, can also develop. What causes eczema? That means why is it being caused? Eczema usually causes the skin to itch. If scratched, the skin becomes infected by bacteria, so it makes the skin become itchy. And the moment a person scratches it, the bacteria go and affect it and they cause eczema. Doctors believe that eczema can be caused by many things. Some common causes are abnormal sensitivity to certain substances. The substances may be something that the person eats or touches. That means why the eczema is caused, children, it depends from person to person. Maybe a person can have allergy to what he is eating or to what he is touching. Some plants give off substances that cause eczema. For example, there is a plant which is known as poison ivy. Now, poison ivy produces an oil that causes eczema in certain people when they come in contact with that. How is it being cured, children? Curing eczema is very difficult. The most important part is to find out the reason why it is being caused. A doctor may use a skin test, right? So the skin test can be done by the doctors in order to find out that what is the reason behind this eczema, what is actually causing this eczema, to determine how the person reacts to the various substances. This may be helpful in finding the cause of the eczema, and then the treatment is being done according to the cause. Another important thing is they can give certain medicines, certain medicated creams or baths or certain soaps and all can be given in order to reduce the itching and in order to control the itching that is being done due to. Next we see, children, the entry route of the allergens. How do the allergens enter inside our body? Allergens may be inhaled. That means with the air that we are inhaling in, they can go with the inhaled air. They can be ingested. That means they can be eaten or swallowed. They can be applied to the skin in the form of some ointment or cream, or injected into the body through the medication. That means you have taken certain medicines in the form of injections, so it goes along with that. So depending upon how these allergens enter inside our body, they will cause the allergy in our body. The symptom and the condition that results depends upon the entry of these allergens, how they have entered. Now basically, depending upon how these allergens are going to enter inside a body, children, they will cause different kind of allergies. Airborne pollen, for example, will have little effect on the skin. Now, in case the pollen have reached inside a body with the help of air, that means with the inhaled air, then they will have very less effect on the skin. They are easily inhaled and will thus cause more of nasal and respiratory system. That means they will, when we are inhaling it, they will go and they will attack the nasal lining. That means the lining inside the nose. Or they will have some respiratory symptoms. They will not have the skin symptoms. So depending on how the allergen has entered in our body, they will cause the different kind of allergies. Allergens that come in contact with the skin, they will cause the reddening of the skin, they can cause itching, they can cause blisters, the small vesicles that are filled with water. This condition is also known as the contact dermatitis. Now this condition is also known as, because it is affecting the skin of your body, this is known as contact dermatitis. Next is the allergen that are in the air. They will enter into our body through the nose. Then a person will have problems such as bronchitis, asthma, hay fever, or even conjunctivitis. That means the eyes become pink, they become watery, and at times they even swell and pain. Third is allergens that enter inside a body with the food. These allergens will cause the itching and the swelling of the lips. Even the throat can get affected, children. They can have the cramps in the stomach and diarrhea. So this is the effect of something which has entered inside a body with the food. If they get entry into the blood, now once they have entered inside your body along with the food, they might try to enter the blood also. The allergens will cause hives. What are hives, underline, children? Hives are the red itchy blotches on the skin. That means the skin will become red and it will have the hive. Allergens can also enter a body through the bite and the stings or the drug administration such as injections. That means some insect has bitten you, or the injections that have been taken. From such cases also, children, allergens can enter inside our bodies. So in such a case, children, they will directly mix into the blood and they will be carried to the different parts of your body. So that's it for today's video, children. I hope I made myself very clear to you and you have understood each and every point that I have explained to you in today's video. If you have really understood, you know what is to be done. Please do like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell icon, because after that you will be notified with every new video that I'm going to upload. See you very soon with rest of the videos upcoming soon. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.